Hey guys, happy Monday. We're talking Railtown, RLAIF, the only OTC ticker that I've talked about this entire year. You guys know, if you watch my channel, I usually discourage speculating in OTC tickers. So you're asking yourself, Tony, why are you long on this ticker? Why did you buy Railtown? We're going to recap that one more time in this week's video. Let's get right into it. Standard disclaimer for this video, like every ticker I talk about, I'm talking about my decisions. I don't give you guys investment advice. Be sure and do your own due diligence and know your own risk tolerance. Have a plan before taking any trade. If you saw the thumbnail in today's video, I talked about growing recurring revenue streams. And this quote came directly from Railtown's press release in February of this year, talking about a potential acquisition of a private company called AI Partnerships Corp. That is my bet here with Railtown. And if you have followed my due diligence, my videos over the past several months, learning about Railtown, I came along kicking and screaming because some people were pumping this stock that don't have a great track record. But as I dug into Railtown, their product, the niche that they're in, AI, and the company management team of both Railtown and AIP partnership, I became a believer that this is a reasonable risk to reward speculative bet for me. I might manage my speculative bets and my risk management different than you. So make sure you have a plan if you plan to invest in this ticker. But I would say start with reading this press release again and then go look at the management teams. I will put a link to both of these management teams down in the video description for you. As it says in yellow here, the combination of Railtown and AIP is expected to provide both organizations with an opportunity to leverage Railtown's platform as a platform of choice for AI application development by AIP's current and future affiliates. We're talking Canadian companies here. We're talking Canadian AI, maybe a little bit under the radar compared to some of the American AI names that you guys might be familiar with. But from what I understand, AIP has about 139 or so affiliates underneath them. And as I said, it's a private company. They're looking to merge with Railtown, which is a publicly traded company, RLAIF, on the US OTC market. In Canada, it trades under the ticker symbol RAIL, R-A-I-L. In the fourth paragraph, they go on to say that one of the fundamental objectives in the establishment of AIP's affiliate network was to allow AIP to identify and acquire the best affiliates as part of a broader roll-up strategy. And then they go on to say, and you might be asking yourself, what is so great about this acquisition, this deal, if it ever happens? The transaction is expected to provide the resulting entity the benefit of a public company structure with access to capital markets as it executes its affiliate acquisition strategy. And again in green, I'm going to say this again, the opportunity to grow recurring revenue streams through affiliate acquisitions. Remember, this is a pre-revenue company. So as you're looking at the price out there in the market, 45 cents US right now, you have an opportunity to buy a pre-revenue company. Will we get some news about revenue or revenue opportunities when this deal is finalized? That is the bet. That is the bet. And since I don't have any details of exactly how that deal is going to work out, I can't give you any firm guidance. All I can say is, you know, if you like speculative AI bets, this is maybe one to consider. This press release came out, remember, in February, and now we're in September. And I watched some of the YouTubers, shout out to William, that cover this stock, and they are concerned, and they're viewers that watch the Railtown videos are concerned, why is this taking so long? And they come up with every possible scenario. Maybe the answer is just as simple as the deal is more complex than anybody originally anticipated. And so I don't talk about dates. I don't think that that is a great talking point. Don't give people dates and then you don't get in trouble when a date doesn't happen and you don't have to come up with excuses. If you believe that these two companies genuinely want to come together for the benefit of both companies, both management teams, investors of Railtown, then you wait out the process. I get it. There's been a lot of tickers out there like GTII or G-Bucks, which announce, OTC stocks, which announce deals, which then a month or two later get announced that, that deal fell through. This is not the management teams of GTII. It's not the management teams of G-Bucks. Those two companies are jokes as far as I'm concerned. And that is why I'm going to put the link to these management teams in the video description. And I want you to see what a real management team looks like compared to the frauds, the jokes, the flim-flam stuff we have going on with a lot of the other OTC tickers that are pushed out to you on social media. These are legit people with legit connections and legit experience. And I have every reason to believe that they intend to push the deal through. As I chronicled for you guys in videos months ago, just kind of thinking out loud about all of the different ways that a acquisition strategy could go forward, there are a lot of different ways that this could play out. My belief, as I have told you guys previously, is that management is working towards a plan which will be as minimally dilutive as possible. I went through some other scenarios where it could be massively dilutive, and obviously that is not an outcome we'd like to see. Again, this is part of the speculative bet, and despite all of those potential outcomes, I still went ahead and bought the stock, went long, because of my belief in these management teams and that they were working for a solution that would be minimally dilutive. We will find out when we find out. If you like under the radar plays, if you like speculative bets, if you like pre-revenue companies which have a chance to dramatically increase or report revenue after an acquisition, this, I think, for you guys is one worth your time to look into. I want to hear your thoughts down below. Let me know in the comments if you own Railtown, if you hate it, if you're thinking about buying it, if you have any questions. I've been looking into this company for months. I did a video just a couple days ago about Railtown's most recent quarterly earnings. Go watch that one. It's a good way to catch up. And go watch one or two of the videos that I did where I talked about the acquisition and how that could be paid for. How could Railtown, a company with little cash and no revenue, how could they acquire a larger private company like AIP? Whatever you think, whatever you decide, this might be a fascinating case study for you to learn something from. And that is how I'm looking at it. In terms of price action since this summer, Railtown has gone up from 25 cents to as high as 69 cents. People were saying, even when it was at 69 cents, keep on buying. My message has been a little more cautious to you guys. No surprise if you know my channel. We identify demand and supply zones, and we try and buy closer to the demand zone than buying every day at any price. Same message you hear from me on every single ticker. Learn to exercise patience. Learn to separate from the hype pushed on you by YouTubers and social media. And quite often, not every time, but quite often you can get a better price than 55, 60, 65, 70 cents. It's trading at 45 cents today. And you can see the demand zone. That would be a place, if I were going to be adding to a position, that I would like to add to my position if it got down in that demand zone. But if you are looking at starting a position, this is not a unreasonable zone to take a bet somewhere here in between the demand zone and the supply zone. That is up to you, your own risk tolerance and your own decisions. Make your own choices, be responsible for your decisions, be responsible for your outcomes, and that way we can all remain friends and make money together. I look forward to your comments down below. Thank you for watching. I am Tony DeNaro, and I will see you on the next video.